Hi everyone, welcome back to Designers for Lunch for the Isola Design Festival. Today we welcome a young Danish designer, Elly Feldstein, and she is exhibiting her project during the festival online, and we hope then to see her also in September. But let's welcome her to the live. Hi Elly,
Hi, everyone.
welcome to Designers for Lunch, and welcome to the Design Festival. We are here live from Copernico. You are in Copenhagen, I guess, right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about you. I read that when you work on a project, you like to find a way to establish a relation between the object itself and the user. How do you do it? What do you mean by that?
I think the point of focusing on this is to, by creating this relation, I hope that the user will um, hold on to the object for longer. So creating curiosity in a furniture makes you want to explore, makes you want to engage, and I think that is one of the ways to establish a relation. Yeah.
Okay. That's really interesting because actually we are always talking always more about circular economy, about sustainability, but recycled materials or recycling objects, like it's not the only way to be sustainable. Like um, as I see in your work and as I also think, like sustainable can be also a long life product. The durability is also a really important aspect. It's something that I guess you consider also in your projects, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think there are so many ways to create a sustainable product, but creating for durability it just makes sense in a way, for me at least as a designer. I think that creating something that people want to hold on to, that they can keep on loving, and that has a function that lasts. That's very giving for me as a designer. Yeah.
It's interesting because what you actually did in the project we are going to talk about, revalue, like um, it matched almost everything in a sense that you have from one side an upcycling part because you take this old desk and you make like you take the pieces and you create a new collection, but that can like last for a really long time. So it's really an interesting project, and so I would like you to introduce it and to tell us more about it.
Yeah. So Revalue came to life under the theme True Matter. So for me, digging into what is really important. And I've always had an interest in like old furniture and furniture that just is lying on the street, just discarded furniture. Because in some way, these objects, they have a story, and because of when they were made, but also how they were used about uh, from the owner. Um, so taking an object like this and taking all of the pieces apart, and the desk that I took was a handmade oak desk, so it was a really nice quality. But it was just wasting away in a humid basement. So it was actually beginning to tear apart, and there was like mold on it some places, and it was just really sad to see, right? So I took this furniture and I separated all of the pieces like really carefully, of course, so I could reuse them. And then the job was to like how to composition all of these parts without cutting everything into like uh, small pieces. So yeah, I don't know. There's just so many things to say, but with all of the details that I found in the furniture when it was separated, all of the joints and the holes from screws or whatever it might be, just turning these inside out, so the user would be able to see this quality and to see this craft that was put into this desk. And these are some of the elements that I use to create curiosity, like I told you before, and that's how I want to create the relation between the object and user. So yeah, there's both reusing a material, but also putting the material back together in a way so that it can last.
That
So
can be beautiful.
yeah, using the same kind of handmade craft that was in the table, taking that into my own hands, and then giving that back into a new piece of furniture. Yeah.
One question came to my mind. Where did you find it? You said in a basement, but like
Yeah.
it's your
Well,
basement, the random basement, like
I rent the apartment that I live in right now.
okay,
So the landlord has some of his stuff in the basement as well.
okay.
And so I was also hoping to clean up in the basement. And so I found this old desk, and it was just, he didn't use it, has been in the basement for maybe 30 years. And yeah, it was just like, it was just sad. It was standing there and just
It's
looked.
really interesting because you can do this with so many other objects that you can find in any any other basement around the world. Like so,
Yeah.
it's a really interesting approach to let's say old design pieces, even like because of course there are people that like antiques, but there is also the possibility to really create something completely new, but giving
Yeah.
value to the old piece.
Yeah.
This story is
And
really fascinating.
I think that's also what it was about for me. To, it's not like the desk wouldn't work as a desk anymore. It could, but there was a reason that it was placed in the basement. It was
Yeah,
just
exactly.
not an aesthetic that you would want today. It was too huge and heavy, and yeah. So
It was
creating,
probably going to die there, actually. So you really give a new life.
yeah, and then creating several pieces of furniture that you would be able to easily have in a smaller apartment or anything. So yeah.
Really, really, really interesting. Like from like I know you study at Royal Academy of Copenhagen,
Yeah.
but then you did this summer academy with the Dutch inverters. Like we know them because they were actually working in Isola for Milan Design Week even before we arrived, and they've been doing a really great job. And how was to take part in the academy? How did it help, if it helped somehow, to create this project?
Yeah, I think it was an amazing opportunity to expand my network, also just to get to know other designers like myself all over the world. But the network inside Dutch and Virtuals is just so rich, and they were very kind and helpful, and we had assigned a tutor each like group. So I had Mieke Meyer tutor me, and that was a really great learning experience to get to know how she works and try out some of her methods as well. That was really great.
Interesting. And you said you've been here in Milan, like you've been also in the Dutch Design Week. So
Yeah.
you're really young, but you perfectly know this the design industry and the design, let's say, environment for events. Like now we all hope that we will be able soon to be back to to real events
Yeah.
like in person and but according also to this, like how do you see the future and how do you see your future? Do you have any project that you're gonna work on for the for the upcoming events that can be here or wherever else?
Yeah, I think uh, I definitely enjoy the physical events. And it's just something else that you can meet people, and it's a different way of engaging and getting to know each other over a beer or something. So yeah, I really miss it, but I think it's a learning experience to know how to present a project digitally as well, and I think it's very important that you're able to do that. And I don't know, for upcoming events, I'm in Denmark, in Copenhagen, for the 3 days of design in September, where I will be physically exhibiting Revalued. So for anyone who wants to come and see, you should definitely come. I wish
wish
you
I'll be able to come. I really want to visit Copenhagen, and I want to visit the event. So maybe this year can be the right time. Like on the 10th, our event here will be over. We will be working for Dutch Design Week actually, but for sure it can be nice to have a break in Denmark.
Yeah. It's 3 days, so you can make it.
Yes. Okay. And what about your own projects? Like what's next after Revalued? Do you already have something that you're working on?
Yeah, I'm definitely cooking up something new, and I think this project has so much more to give than just this one. So it's definitely something that I'm working on expanding. Yeah, with a new piece of furniture. Yeah.
You can't tell us anything, I guess. Like
No. It's very easy. Yeah.
so we will be seeing later in the next event or on Isola Design platform. I hope so. And okay, thank you very much, Elly, for being with us today. It was really a pleasure to meet with you. I hope that you will have really a great career. That you started in the best way, I think. Like, so really with a great project. So let's meet probably in Copenhagen for a beer, and I hope also in Italy as soon as possible. Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you very much again for being with us with Design for Lunch and at Isola Design Festival. Have a nice day and see you soon.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Bye.